to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Destiny Millionaire, and on this platform, we focus on financial literacy through mindset development. This week, we will look into different types of credit cards and the options to gaining a credit card so that you can make the right decisions to get in the right credit card for yourself. I will have information for beginners and experienced people, so stick around for the duration of this video. If you haven't already, make sure you go check out my All Things Credit Card video that I posted last week that basically talked about the surface level of getting or having a credit card. And it also, I explained how I got my score up to a 771 for my first statement. It has dropped, which y'all see that in the other video, but it's above 700, which is really, really good because the average American credit score is not above 700. So make sure you check that out. Throughout February, we will dive deeper into the credit card series, so stay tuned for more information. Okay, starting off, the credit card that I currently use is the Discover Student Cashback Card. So far, I've had it for 9 months. I haven't had any troubles. They give a decent amount of cashback offers, and my credit line is top tier. Given that this is my first time having a credit card, the perks of this card is that they don't charge any annual fees. I started off with $1,500 as my credit line, and I did not need any credit to open up an account with Discover. Now, the downside to this card is that they do charge a really, really high APY, annual percentage rate, which is basically the same thing as the interest rate. My APY is close to 30%, which is really, really high. But I pay my payments on time, and I always pay it off, so I don't get charged interest. So I haven't had to deal with any interest fees, which is the way that I avoid it. So next week, we'll be talking about rules to having a credit card, which that will go into that, but you can avoid paying interest fees. I just have to show you guys how. They have so many different types of cards for students. On the screen here, or here, where you can see the difference between the Discover Student Card and other bank student card. I will also have a link to apply for the Discover Student Card in the description of this video. I would definitely recommend this card to any student out there that is looking to start building their credit. The journey that I've been on from Discover has been nothing but amazing, so kudos to them. Now we can start looking into the options to having your first credit card. The first option I was introduced to was being an authorized user. An authorized user is basically when I put my name under my parents' name on their credit card. Whatever I did would affect their score, and whatever they did would affect my score, positively or negatively. The great thing about this offer is that you're coming into the game with credit already established. So the hard work that my parents had put in to build up their credit, I would have already had that credit if I were to go like apply for a loan here or apply for a loan there. I would already have credit to be able to do that. The downside is, hypothetically, if I was not responsible for paying my portion on time, then that would bring my parents' score down, and then that will also bring my score down. That would create horrible family dynamics, and like credit score is something that people do not play about. Money is something that people do not play about. So if you see that as a possibility, choose peace, please. I decided not to go with that option because number one, my parents said no. And number two, I started early enough to build my credit, whereas I didn't need a loan right then and there. So I had time to build what I wanted my future to be like. The second option I was introduced to is a little bit hard to explain, so I'm gonna try my best to break it down for you guys. So basically, this option is when you put money on a card, you spend your own money. The bank does not give you money. You spend your own money. You put it on the card. You spend that money on that card. So you have the credit card. This is your credit card. This is your own money. You put that money on the card. Okay, you spend that card. You spend however much money you put on that card. And then the money that you spent, you have to pay it back. Hold on. Because we are first-time credit card holders, this option is meant to not put the bank at a liability for lending out their own money because they don't know if they're going to get it back from us first-time credit users. The whole point of building your credit score is to showing the bank that I'm responsible and accountable over my finances. Honestly, when I first heard of this option, I thought it was absolutely crazy. But thinking about it from a business perspective is actually really smart because you're having people use their own resources to get what they want. I'm a business student, so this is just how I think. But if this option is not for you all, I completely understand because it wasn't for me either. This is why doing your research is super important before you get to opening up anything. When you go to different banks, they will really have you thinking that their option is the only option for credit building, and there's so many different things you can dibble and dabble in when it comes to having credit. When I was on my journey for looking for a first time credit user card, I went to my local banks that I had like checkings and savings account with, and I just wanted to make sure that I was getting all of the options available. Every single bank will have different options for you, and you just have to choose which card works the best for you. If you have any questions about that, make sure you comment down below your questions. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Now we're going to transition to experienced credit card holders. The cards I am about to mention are the cards that I've done my own personal research to further develop my credit journey. For these cards, you have to have a credit history already in place before you can even apply. So when doing my research, I put in the search bar good credit cards that have no annual fee. I'm a college student, so it's important for me to not continue to add on to my weight load. A lot of things that need to be taken care of and responsibilities that I have to pay. The first thing I saw was the NerdWallet website, and the title is Excellent No Annual Fee Credit Cards. For those of you who do not know, a lot of credit cards do have an annual fee, so make sure you're doing your research, as I stated before, because that's just, you don't want to get hit with that annual fee, and it's not necessary when you can use other cards that don't have an annual fee. I'm going to place it on the screen for you all to see. Since recording this video and editing this video, NerdWallet has updated their website, so here is a generalization of everything that I'm talking about. The first one says excellent for cashback pairing. So basically this just means that you're earning money while you're spending money. So the amount that you earn while spending, which normally is like 5%, they will pair that and give you double of what you've earned. Correction, that is cashback matching. Cashback pairing is just when you receive money by spending money. The next one is excellent for groceries. I like to cook and I like to eat. So this one will be perfect for me, like when I finally finish college and move out, like having a credit card. This one, it will be perfect for me having groceries. If I'm already going to be spending the money, I might as well be spending it and building my credit at the same time. The last one that I will introduce to you all says it's excellent for high flat rate cash backs plus incentives. So I'm assuming instead of 5% cash back, it'll give you like 15 or 20% cash back, which that adds up really, really fast. And for all of these credit cards, if you scroll down, like I said before, you need credit history. They all require for you to have a credit score between 690 and 850. In my previous video, I've already showed you all how to get your score above 700, but during this credit card series, we're going to continue to build on that journey. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. That's what the thumbs up is. Yeah. And turn on that bell notifications to stay updated with everything that's being offered. Make sure you share with a friend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.